Welcome! Welcome to a Tuesday stream. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I'm having a better day. Still things going on, but at the same time, I'm feeling a little better. I'm feeling a little better. Well enough to stream, at least. So good to see everybody that showed up. Good to see Devious. I saw General Quarters in here. Dark Sarah, Jason, good to see you back. Walla, as always, glad you could join us. ZA World, first time chat, welcome to the stream. Not sure if you made it here from the YouTubes or if you're just curious, but hopefully you enjoy. Car, good to see you. Bolo, as always, glad to have you. And Cosmic, glad to have you back as well. So yeah, we are here on a Tuesday evening. Well, for me. If you're not in the US, then maybe that's not the case, but either way, we're going to have a good time in BTA today. And if you read the stream title, then you may have some idea what I've been thinking about and what I might have in mind today. So, without further delay, and I see you, Devious, without further delay, let's head over to the game, I say, as I realize that I have been in the warming up screen for quite some time. I apologize for that. Again, I'm losing my mind these days. But here we go. We are back in the game. No overlay today because I missed that part. Let me go ahead and unmute the game audio now that we're actually in BTA. Hey, look at that. I forgot to do that last time, but I remembered this time around. And goddamn Sierra coming in at the beginning of the stream. What a 5-sub bomb. Sierra, welcome to the stream. And thank you. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Again, as always, you don't have to do that, but I appreciate it when you do. So yeah, you didn't miss much, Sierra. You just got here as we're starting things. Oh, sorry. Had a hiccup there. You just got here as we're starting things up, and we are in the Argo. So at the close of the last stream, we managed to get ourselves our hands on a dervish that we salvaged. And more importantly, we were going to, well, I was going to do some Mech Bay heresy with it, but at the time we had been streaming for almost 12 hours, and I was very, very tired, so we did not get around to that. Now, with that being said, and Dark Sarah also gifting 5 subs to start out the stream. Again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much. Oh, now don't get in a gift sub war. I don't want anybody putting themselves at a house and home just to support my goofy ass. But yeah, we were going to mess around with the dervish in the mech bay that we salvaged, and I did through Discord get a mech bay loadout for the dervish from, I believe it was AFP, who I haven't seen in the stream yet. But unfortunately, that particular configuration we will not be able to do. But as always, I have put in some time, late nights, in the mech bay, and I have a few ideas based on the equipment that we have for what we can do with this dervish. So allow me to elaborate. And yes, mechsplosions will definitely be had today. So ideally, this dervish is a missile boat. Or at least that's the role it intends to fill. It has 6 different missile hardpoints on the chassis. Oh no, not ChatGPT, or at least I hope not. Which, don't even get me started on AI. I may talk about that later in the stream. But it already starts with a 275 engine. I don't think we have a 280. Yeah, we do not. So we can't make it any faster than it currently is. But that's just for now. Eventually that may change. But the main component that I was looking at is to get rid of the LRMs, at least for now. And we're already having some issues with the mech bay. But I noticed, because we are a periphery outfit, and because we have our hands on a lot of periphery technology, feast your eyes upon the Gyrojet 15. It is not a great weapon. However, it is a weapon system that we have plenty of. Now, ideally, I would like to use MRMs, the gyrojet will work in a pinch. So hear me out on this. We stick in some gyrojets. Gyrojet 15 will allow us to, they are one-shot, but we just happen to have 2 gyrojet ammo feeders. Now what this allows us to do is feed long-range missiles into the gyrojets. Now the important thing to note here is the LRM is 4 damage. Well, if we're looking at the LRM-10, it's 4 damage per missile times 10 missiles if they hit. This launcher weighs 5 tons. The gyrojet, while it is not indirect fire, we haven't been using our missile boat for indirect fire anyway because we have artillery. The gyrojet is direct line of sight, and it only weighs 3 tons. When you add in the gyrojet ammo feeder, that's an additional 1.5, so technically, we save a half a ton on both launchers, and we gain additional damage, plus we gain additional output, because these are launching 15 missiles at a time, so our total maximum alpha on the gyrojets is 30 shots rather than 20, even if they are unguided. Now the thing about the gyrojet is, if you notice, without the feed, the gyrojet does 10 damage per shot, times 15 shots. When we add in the feed, it decreases the damage by 4, but we're still doing 6 damage per shot, which is still 2 damage more than the LRM. So we're increasing our volume of fire, and we're increasing our ammo capacity. Now, this is where things get even more interesting. And hello, Erst, as well as Graveline. Good to see you guys in. Now, this is where things get really interesting. If I've been reading this correctly, we can use other ammo types beyond just the standard. Or at least when I try to put an ammo type besides standard LRMs, it doesn't give me an error. So I'm thinking, since we're doing direct fire anyway, why not use the dumbfire missiles? Because it's the same amount of ammunition, it costs less, it has a little less range, but that's not a big deal. But the big thing is that it does 1 more damage and 1 more stability damage. So that we could potentially put the dumbfire ammo in here, give ourselves a bunch of really heavy-hitting shots, so this will up the damage on these gyrojets to 7 damage each, plus additional stability damage. Well, I do not believe so. If we have seen it, it did not register for me. But this is what I'm thinking currently, is that we use the gyrojets as a substitution, keep the SRMs, or maybe even drop those, because obviously we're going to use this as a brawler, as we always do. And looky there, we have our good friend of the channel, Mr. BPL Tex himself, suggesting that we bring a charger, which I absolutely would, if we had a charger, but we're not quite there yet. However, we will absolutely step into the squared circle with anyone and everyone that wants to throw hands. I know, it's disappointing, but we'll get there eventually. I too have a soft spot in my heart for the venerable charger. And Bolo, coming in with the 10 gifted subs. Again, thank you. Thank you very much. You are too generous, and I do appreciate it. Again, you do not have to do that, but it absolutely helps, and I do appreciate it. Now, again, don't you guys go getting into a gift sub war. I won't allow it. I'll ban everybody and shut this stream down. Don't make me turn this stream around, because I will do it. Anyway. So for those of you that don't know, give a shout out to my man Tex here. If you don't know who Tex is, he is one of the greats. He is one of the folks that helps keep BattleTech alive, and I imagine most of you that are here have heard of him and are very familiar with his content. But if you aren't, go check him out. He is a funny sumbitch, and it is well worth your time. And again, Dark Sarah with more gift subs. You guys, what did I say? I will turn this stream around. I'm not even joking. Alright, Bolo, alright. Well, thank you for stopping by, Tex. Feel free to hang out if you like and just go lurk, but if not, it was good to see you. Glad to hear the shout out. And as for the rest of you knuckleheads, let's think about what we're going to do with this dervish, because I'm going to max out the armor, which is way too much armor, but that's okay. Because we can stick some pharaoh in this puppy. And that'll bring us up to 59.5 tons. So, as previously stated, if we drop the SRMs and just focus on the gyrojets, that gets us pretty close. Pretty close. Now, we could go even further than that. And I could say, oh, let's put in an ER medium, because of course. Case, who are you? Who are you, Dark Sarah? Get out of here. Do you know who we are? Do you know what we do in this company? We don't case in this company. Young man or woman. I don't know your gender, and I assume nothing. Because for the ton that we would spend on case, I could instead either fit in more ammo or more guns. Yes, I know, it's not the smart decision, but we aren't smart and I don't make good tactical decisions. That's why we call this the cult of bad tactical decisions. Well, that's fine, Dark Sarah. Thankfully, we have Erst and Game Master to scrape out the hamburger from the cat bits. Yes, I am wagging my school teacher finger. But this is roughly the design that I'm going for, and we can actually drop one jump jet to immediately get ourselves into the weight bracket. So my question is, what do you guys think about this as a replacement boat, a replacement missile boat for the trebuchet that we are currently fielding? This will give us a little more damage output, and it will also give us a little bit more tonnage to play with. Oh, good Lord Jesus. No, I did not see that, Walla, but I will absolutely keep an eye out for it. If I remember right, the LGB is, what, longbow, if I remember right? Yeah, the longbow, which I don't think we're at the point in the game yet where we're going to be seeing longbows, but yeah, I'll absolutely... The longbow is one of my favorite missile boat designs once you get up into the higher weight classes. So yeah, I mean, this is my idea for replacing the Treb. Oh yeah, I would absolutely go for the awesome first and foremost. If I was ever going to spend more than 10 million C-bills on a mech, it would be an awesome before anything else. But yeah, so we don't even have to put an XL engine in this. We don't really have to do much of anything. As far as, who was it that said, Mara, that suggested not jumping the jump jet. The thing is, we don't really use jump jets all that much. I generally try to go for good tactical positioning, so while it would be nice to have another jump jet, I think 4 will be fine for getting us out of any issues. That's a good question. Can the gyrojet fire? Oh, no, it cannot. It cannot fire in melee. But that's okay because, again, like the Treb, I'm not planning on having this dervish in melee all that much. I mean, I know it will do better in melee if we end up there, but it's not where I plan to use it. RL-20s with feed was another thing that I tried or considered. The only problem is we don't have... Well, hold on. Hold on. I just had a thought. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna save this as... Save this so I don't have to redo everything. But if we break down the Treb, which I wasn't planning on doing, we do have an RL-20 in the Treb. And we do have our only rocket feed in the Treb. So we could go Gyrojet and RL-20. I have actually been kind of partial to the rocket launchers. It's been putting in some good work for us, even on the Treb platform. So if we break the trap down, we could get back that RL-20 and the ammo feed. So that may not be a bad idea. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's just go ahead and store the trap. That'll give us our toys back. We will slot the dervish in instead. And then let's restore as... Oh, that's right. We have to strip all the equipment. Look. Are you really gonna play this game with me, game? Fine. I will spend 9 grand. Strip the damn mech.
Job's done, Commander.
I shouldn't spend 9 grand on that, but I'm gonna do it. That's alright, Sierra. Again, you don't have to feel bad. Glad you could be here, even if it was just for a few minutes, and hopefully we'll still be live by the time you're done. If not, enjoy your time with the boys. I want this. Restore. There we go. Alright, so, instead of this, we will max the armor as we did before, and then let's drop this gyro, and instead, go for the RL-20. And then I need the rocket feed. There we go. And then we can go with the ammo. Where's our MRM ammo? Nope. It's in here somewhere. I know it is. There it is. So then we can do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We will put the ammo in the feet where it belongs. Ammo doesn't go on the torso, it goes in the feet. I do have an Inferno. Unfortunately, we only have 1 rocket ammo feed. And actually, how much is it? It's only 1.5 tons. So, even though normally I wouldn't use it, just for the Inferno, it might not be a bad idea to just stick that puppy in there with a little bit of the tonnage that we save. Well, we could put it in the fist instead. But yeah, that'll give us 1 volley of Inferno rockets that we can use. And with the tonnage that we save, we can actually put that jump jet back in, wherever jump jets are. They're in here somewhere. There they are. Jump jet. Bam. But before we do that, let's have a look at other potential equipment. Well, first of all, gotta put in those lower arm actuators. Can't forget about that. We don't have much else here. Mask, we get the C3 systems. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot else that we can use here, so... Periphery FCS with 5 jump jets. Wait, does the periphery FCS work with rocket launchers? Let me see. Just periphery type weapons. You have got to be shitting me. Well, that changes things a little bit then. Oh, the heat management is terrible because we've got multiple rocket launchers. Let's see. If we went full alpha, we're doing 85. So we might need some heat sinks. I hate to say it. Let's see what we can do here. This is where the Mech Bay Heresy is. This is why we play around with it. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll keep the Inferno rocket launcher here. We could drop the lasers, but then that gives us no damage if the ammo runs out, and that's the part that scares me. Decisions. Alright, well, let's see. What kind of heat management do we have here? Oh, we got the freezer heatsink off the trib. I forgot about that. So if we stick that puppy in there, that will allow us to sink... Wait, what? Hold up. That was 40, so we're only getting 8. Alright, well... Poop. This is where double heatsinks would come in handy, if we could use them. Can we read the rocket ammo feed for a sec? We can. What are we reading for? Oh, that's the rocket ammo feed. I'm an idiot. Oh, I see what you're talking about. No, so the rocket ammo feed works for rocket launchers. The gyrojets have its own feed. And we do have some gyrojet feeds. That's why that's the thing that got me on this tangent in the first place. Yeah, and I have noticed that too with the periphery. It definitely, like that first volley, that normal volley is definitely better. It's always more accurate. Well, that sucks. It may not be worth it then. Because again, we're going for volume of fire, plus we can save a ton by removing that. Let me see. We need some more heat sinks. So if we stick, I mean, I just like put a couple in the feet here. Maybe drop the jump jets. I mean, if we drop the jump jets completely, 56 heat, that's not bad. I mean, chances are pretty good we're not going to be firing the lasers every turn anyway. It's mostly going to be the gyrojet and the rocket launchers. And once this Inferno has been spent, that's not going to be adding to our total anyway. So we don't have to figure for the full alpha, because we're not going to be firing full alpha every turn. Let's see. The rocket launcher is 20 heat. The gyro is 15. So that's 35 heat, which we can easily sink per turn. If we fire the ER lasers, that's another 30. We could still almost manage that. So it's not the end of the world. You can buy an ammo truck, I just haven't. And I mean, I don't want to waste a vehicle slot with an ammo truck when I could fill it with something that actually shoots back. Why bring an ammo dump on wheels when I can just bring more guns? But I think this may work. And we don't even have to lose a full ton of armor. We can just strip a little bit here and there to get us under the weight limit. So there we go. And that'll bring us out to a little less than 200k. Exactly. Exactly. At the end of the day, BattleTech is a game about how many dudes you can shoot before they shoot you. Bamboozle, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I know it's a little strange to see me streaming at my normal time, but thankfully that allows you to make a stream for a change. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. And if not, hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here. But I'm gonna go ahead and validate. We're gonna get this thing put together. Let's see how long it's gonna take. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's only gonna take 1 day, so there we go. We'll go 1 day. Now. This is true, Ernst. It gives us more endurance, but my general philosophy is if you need more ammo, you haven't done your job. For me, if I can't get it done with a ton or two of ammo, then the fight's taking too long, and we're in over our heads. So that's just me. I would rather, if I can't get it done within, like, say, 10 turns of full alpha, then we shouldn't be fighting that fight. And, of course, you're free to disagree with that sentiment, but that's just the way that I've been playing, at least for this campaign. Correct. Yeah, to Bamboozle's point, the longer the fight goes on, the more it favors the enemy, because again, the thing that the AI doesn't have to worry about that we do is continuing logistics. they don't have to worry if all of their mechs get blown up, or all of their pilots get killed, or all of their ammo runs out, because they'll be just fine on the next mission. Whereas we have to maximize every engagement, because every bit of downtime is more days that we aren't making money. Now, Ernst, I know you say you like to plan for the worst case, but as a dude who gave someone the people's elbow off a 30-story building and ripped his mech in half, I don't think you get to tell anybody about planning for worst case scenarios. Correct, Devious. When in doubt, full alpha. But anyway, so that brings me to my next thing. Now with the Mech Bay heresy fully out of the way. Also, chat, you guys will have to let me know. Am I a little too loud? Because I'm showing on the soundboard that I'm peaking a little bit more than usual. Like, am I too loud? Or is my voice at a decent volume? Okay, alright, maybe it's just the software overreacting. Exactly, Ernst. That's why I'm in charge, and you're just the goofy dude who does stupid shit for me. Speaking out. Because I said I was gonna do it, and I'm slowly working my way through it. For those of you that were not here for the last stream,
how can I help?
We did give Rex a custom portrait, the Danny Trejo.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
But I also did some work for Ernst. And I think it's fitting. I thought about going with Nux from Fury Road, but I felt like that would be a little too on the nose, so I went with this instead. Hopefully, that's good enough. And as I get a feel for more of this, you did in fact hear Dagothur.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
I'm just sticking to usernames because it's easier that way. Speaking of, that's right, I do now have to put you in here somewhere. Unfortunately, Devious, we are running out of people to rename unless you're okay with being a vehicle pilot. Let me see. I guess we could put you in as Ozark.
Yeah.
We have not renamed Ozark. So Ozark is our resident sniper. Are you good with that, Deviance? Because I think that's about the only mech pilot that we don't have renamed yet. Yes, welcome to the Taco Fest. It is, in fact, Taco Tuesday. And I forgot to say it at the beginning of the stream, but if you have not had your tacos today, you are very quickly running out of time, so you better take care of that. But yeah. Yeah, we don't have a lot of dedicated melee positions, but I'm not above respeccing pilots later down the road. So for right now, I know it's not how you spell it, but I'm going to spell it properly, and we will put that in here. So there we go. Devious is now part of the ship, part of the crew. I wasn't here, Bamboozle. The paint taco costs extra. Quite a bit extra. So there we go. I wanted to show that off, to show Ernst's. Don't worry, buddy.
Come,
I'm
Nerevar,
thinking of you.
Friend or traitor, come.
Now, back to the thing that I wanted to bring up. You may see that I already have a planet selected, and I was checking out some of what we could potentially do. We've obviously spent a couple of streams here in Solaris, and Solaris has been pretty good to us. I don't have a problem with sticking in Solaris, but at the same time, there's the Twycross. Correct, Bolo. There's the Twycross option, which we could go up here and see about getting our hands on some clan tech. Now, the other thing is, if you're not familiar with the map, This just happens to be right in the middle of Jade Falcon territory, and right next door to Clan Wolf territory. I'm not fond of the clans, and I'm especially not fond of Jade Falcon or Wolf. By heading to Twycross, we could potentially get our hands on some good equipment, and then just start doing missions in the area to get our hands on even more clan tech. However, we could continue with what we've been doing and stick around Solaris instead. Oh no, don't get me wrong, Walla. I am not fond of the clans because I'm a Taurian. I hate anything that's not Taurian. But yes, we could buy elementals, we could buy golems, you know, get some decent battle armor to replace what we have. It gives us the option for clan weaponry, clan systems, all kinds of stuff. So my question for you guys, now that most of the folks have showed up, and hello, Yogdog. Good to see you. Glad you could join us. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. But I have a feeling I know how this poll is going to go, but I'm going to put one up anyway, just because I want to give everybody the opportunity to have a voice and have a say. So for those of you that are here, give me just a moment. I will pull up the poll. I'm going to let you guys decide whether we stick around in Solaris or whether we move on to greener pastures, both literally and figuratively. Alright, give me just a second. Again, it takes a second to get these open. There you go. 2 minutes. I did not say breeder pastures, however, you are free to hear it that way if you like. And if you don't see the poll, go ahead and refresh. You've got 2 minutes. Democracy at work. Your vote counts. Let me know what you want to do. I'm amicable either way. Although, again, I'm pretty sure I know how this is gonna go. I would like to think that I know my audience and I know my company, but I still like to give you guys a chance. Oh yeah, no, I don't even think we need to wait the 2 minutes. We are overwhelmingly in favor of going to stomp some green turkeys. So, I mean, yeah, I think we call it at this point. No offense to those of you that voted for Solaris. I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the votes. But, yeah. I think the people have spoken. And Green Turkey Land wins by a motherfucking landslide. So it sounds like we're headed out to clan space. But first, we're going to stop by Twycross. Now, again, that's going to cost us 500,000 C-bills, and it's going to take over a month. So, that's going to cost us about 1.5 million all in. Green Turkey Land is, as you can see, General Quarters, Jade Falcon territory. So, we are going to head that way. It's going to be a very expensive trip because we're going to hit 1, if not 2 paydays between here and there. And one last thing. Well, you know what? I was going to stop in the store one more time, but I want to keep as much money as we can because we're probably going to want it when we get to Twycross. So we are headed out.
Bio command.
Just in real time, it's probably going to take us a minute to get there. So in the meantime, if you haven't already, now's a good time to get up, grab a snack, grab a drink. I myself am having some water. Road music, I think we can do that. Let me get the game unpaused. Let me see. I think we'll go with the tried and true. Let's go with some front mission. Nah. There we go. Classic. Classic. So yeah, I gave this a little bit of thought, and we keep talking about how we want clan tech, but then at the end of the day, we're so far away from clan space that it's not... Realistically, we're not really going to run into clan tech anytime soon, so I figure why not just bite the bullet and get it done. Yeah, I can see the levels spiking a little bit, so how about that? Is that better? If not, let me know. But it looks like we got an event. So I've got a pickup game. As you're working out on a machine in the Argo's gem, a small group of mech warriors clears equipment out of the way and starts setting up a makeshift basketball court. A ventilation seal ring apparently makes a fine hoop. Devious and General Quarters approach you. Are you going to play this time, Commander? 2-on-2. You can be with Karos. Well, canonically, Karos is like an old man, though, but that's okay. The other mech warriors cheer enthusiastically. Of course! Play a friendly game. I'll play a game with the boys. Your team wins the toss, which seems to set the tone for the rest of the game. In the final play, Devious lofts a desperate shot from range, missing wide. Karos grabs the rebound and kicks it back to you. A crossover dribble leaves General Quarters floundering, one foot tripping over the other, and you calmly drain the winning shot. After politely shaking hands, Devious looks appropriately chagrined. That was a good game, Commander. I guess I'd better stick to killing things in my mech. As you should. Karos slaps her on the back. Yeah, maybe try calling bank before you alpha strike. It might help. The mech warriors continue hassling each other on the way to showers. Karos has gained the following tags. High spirits for 30 days. And yeah, it does appear that the old man has got game. That's the fun thing about traveling in BattleTech is you run into a lot of events and stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going back up and looking through chat, and I saw you talking about the clan engines. But yeah, we already know from like the Clan XL versus Inner Sphere XL engines. Yeah, that gets very, very expensive. My hope, though, is now that we're headed out to clan space, we may be tight on money for a little bit until we actually start to get some clan tech in our inventory. But once we start selling off the stuff that we don't need and we're able to replace some things, I think we'll be doing alright for ourselves. Besides, as we've been saying, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We've come a very, very long way from the backwaters in the Concordant, so this is just the next logical step in improving the company, hiring more people, putting more lances on the field, so I'm good with it. We gotta take some risks if we want to make money. And of course, we are going to hit that one more time. What do we got? Rumble seats. I thought we already fixed this. Oh, we haven't actually gotten the event yet. So I'm not going to read through this one. This is the one where you did the Strandforcement to finally make the Argo stop shaking all the time. So I'm just going to go ahead and pay the 100k, and we will finally recalibrate them. Morale increased by 1.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
All around, good. Oh, Earth, that is a terrible roll. To get that mission on a flashpoint, that sucks, man. Why is... Anyway. Correct, Joltian. The clam engines are very expensive, and they are also very expensive to install. Are we actually... I think we're actually going to make it to the shop before...
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Let's see. Toy Cross, visit the store. Did I also... I'm pretty sure I did a dome. Did I do a dome? I did a dome. I should have had an engineering project running that whole time, but I didn't. Oof, never mind. The upgrade that I wanted was way more expensive than I thought. I take it back. You know, it might not be a bad idea, but I think the only vehicles that we currently have in the vehicle bay, well, now, we can go ahead and store the LVT or the LTV. We can also store the Hetzer because we're not fielding any of those vehicles currently, so we'll go ahead and keep it just to what we've got. Yeah, there we go. Don't worry, Erst. At some point we will get the hydroponics going at some point. But let's have a look in the store. And there we go. We got the Golem Battle Armor. Very expensive, but also very heavy. I was hoping to see some elementals, but no elementals. A lot of 2Cs, though. And they're selling an unlimited amount of these boys. A hammerhead, alright. But yeah, let's stick to what we were talking about before. If we were to buy a golem, that's almost 1 million C bills. Oh yeah, no, of course, General Quarters. Now you say that. Now that the game's over and won, you're gonna try and chalk it up to an honest mistake. We all know. I got better ups than you. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad about it. Some people just can't be as good as I am. But, yeah, for the golem, as much as I like the idea, I think we do need to make some money first, because that would take almost half of our remaining funds. Yeah, I do bounce more than just the basketball when I'm on the court, as I'm sure you guys are already well aware. But let's have a look at the command center. I don't think they're going to have any missions here. Yeah, they don't, which is unfortunate. But we'll head back to the store real quick and look at the weapon systems, see what else we have. And, I mean, just seeing Clan ER small lasers right off the bat warms my heart. Although, we're not seeing as much clan tech as I expected in a clan store. It's a little bit disappointing. But they do have some small clan pulse lasers, although those are very expensive. Honestly, I don't think that clan tech is worth buying most of the time, unless it's something very, very rare. It's usually easier to just salvage it. So with that being said, I think now that we're here, we know what we've got. What is this? Pack? I don't think I've ever heard of the pack. Oh, the Protomech autocannon. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I think we'll navigate to a nearby system. And again, we just got here, but I just wanted to see what we had and what the prices are going to be. Let's see, do we have... Well, we got a 2 skull, we got a skull and a half, we got 3.5. There's a lot of travel time between some of these planets, though, unfortunately. Let's see. Honestly, I think the 2 skull is a good place to start. It's only 15 days and 45k. No, there are no missions here, so. Shrill one? Wait, where is that? Let's see. 1.5 skull? I mean, we could do that too. I think we're not in a bad place to do 2 skull missions. I mean, we've been doing 2 and 3 skull missions up until now. Yeah, alright. It's about the same either way, so we'll take the easier missions first and see if we can build up some clan tech.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
very quickly. Before we do that, let's see if there's an engineering project that isn't ridiculously expensive that we can get underway. Let's see, the last drive... that might not be a bad get, because that will allow us to travel even more quickly. Maybe put some stuff into morale? Do the hydroponic garden that I was talking about? Maybe give you guys a library so you can actually start reading books? I mean, the drives are the objectively better choice, but I think I owe you guys something, so we'll go with hydroponics.
Sure thing.
Well, we'll go ahead and start hydroponics. I haven't spent any money on you guys in a while, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then we will see where we end up here. Cosmic, that's actually a good point. Yeah, I think they base the skull rating mostly on tonnage rather than the actual weapons. And because of that, yeah, it's probably better that we're taking a 1.5 skull planet, just because we are going to be up against clan tech. And it's definitely going to hurt a little more than what we're used to. So we'll have to be careful of that. But let's see what, if anything, they have in the store here. Probably nothing exciting. But it never hurts to check. Let's see. Nothing that's really jumping out at me, at least nothing that we can afford. I would definitely like to buy the triple strength, but that's a lot of money. Also wouldn't mind buying another XL engine, but again, a lot of money, and we don't have much, so... It's kind of sad when you consider that we started out at 4.6 million C-bills, and we're now down to less than 2, and all we've done is move around. We haven't even bought anything yet. We have paid for some upgrades, though. I don't think we need BA handholds, honestly, Bolo, because we already have them on 2 different mechs, plus we have the VTOL. So we've got plenty of ways for our battle armor to get around currently. Yeah, that's the other thing that we've got to be careful of is elementals. We have some battle armor of our own, but clan elementals are definitely going to make us very unhappy campers if we run into them. Let's see, what do we got? We got an assassinate, a battle, capture base, destroy base, recovery, and duo duel. Duo duel against who? Oh, this is the unlimited weight class duo duel, though, so never mind. We might be up against assaults. Yeah, we might end up against assaults, and we might even end up against clan assaults, so... I think we'll pass on that one, but a recovery mission doesn't sound too bad. We've done those in the past without too much issue. Of course, any battle mission, I think, will be fine. We could also go for the assassinate since it's a 1 skull. The only reason that I wouldn't do that is there's not much salvage there. That's fair, Bamboozle, but again, looking at our mech bay, currently, the heaviest mechs that we have are the Saturday Night Fever, which is a laser boat grasshopper, and a Jaeger mech with a gas rifle, and that's about it. So... in terms of the heaviest mechs we can field, we aren't bringing a whole lot to the table. So while it would be fun to do a duo duel, I just don't think that we have anything kitted to go up against clan assaults yet. We'll get there someday, but it's not this day. Oh my good lord, 11 PPCs on a direwolf? That's actually pretty stupid. Alright, well, so I'm getting some kickback then. You know we have some very fast medium mechs. So I will put this to you guys, as I do. We could do this one. The only problem is it's a duo duel, so we're not going to get much in the way of salvage. Even if we max out salvage, we're not going to get hardly anything for it. But we could try this. We have the hunchback, the baby back, and we have the centurion, which we already know did outstanding. But we could also end up in a situation where we get absolutely destroyed. So, I'll do it if you guys want to do it. But I just don't think it would be a great idea. Maybe do Maginot Line, Battle in the Desert. I mean, I'm listening, whatever you guys got to say. We could do that too, if we end up against something that we know we can't beat. Fuck it, let's go. Well, you know, it's hard to argue with that logic. After all, we're here to entertain the people. If not the people of Solaris, then the people of this company. So we're gonna go down, we're gonna go up, we're gonna take all the money. We'll still get 3 pieces of salvage, so there's still potential to get something good. We just won't have any say in what we do. Oh no, we couldn't do that. At 1.5 million, Bolo, that would bankrupt us. We're not even gonna be able to make 2/3 back of what we would use. But let's give it a shot. We got 2 mechs that we could potentially take. So, for speed and mobility, I think we go the same as we did before and do the Centurion and the Hunchback. We know the Hunchback is good, and we know the Centurion with that LBX-10 can do some damage up close. So we'll give it a shot. I forget, who is our Centurion? Because so many people's names have changed, and now I don't remember. Was it, let's see, I think it was General Quarters? Yeah, General Quarters is the pilot of the Centurion. Yeah, Plasma's not going to be as good, but if we can get in behind them, we can definitely melt off the rear armor. No, Walla, we are not playing with community content. It's disabled. Well, this could be the worst thing we've ever done. But we're not going to know until we try. Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. That's fair, Bolo. It couldn't be any worse than the freaking Santa Claus mission. So at least here, it's gonna be the same numbers, even if we're outmatched by firepower. So we'll have to see. I'm not about it. I know a lot of streamers don't necessarily let their chats backseat, and I understand that mentality, but, like, I'm here to entertain you guys. I'm more than happy to give you guys a say in it. As much as I can. Obviously, I still have veto power, but then I'm all up for doing stupid things. It makes it more fun. It builds a good narrative. Yeah, Santa can, as a wise man once said, eat the peanuts out of my shit. I signed the check, but you guys earned the money. At the end of the day, without you guys, I'm not gonna be a one-man battlefield out here. Like, I'm good, but I'm not that good. Don't worry, I will enforce chain of command when needed, but situations like this, if you want to risk your life to go out and blow stuff up, then I'm good with it. Let me see. Permits. Oh no! There we go. Try it again. And, that. There. No. There. Sorry, it took a second. I was having some trouble with the keyboard. Oh, yeah. Alright, here we go. Recent tremors have disturbed the regolith, or regolith? Whatever. I'm gonna say regolith. So yeah, we already know heat dissipation's gonna be poop. But it is what it is. It's too late, we're in the mission. We are the ones who knock. Alright, do we have visual? No, we just know that they're mechs. We don't know what type. That's okay. Now let's see what we're up against. Hopefully not clan assaults.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, okay, alright. 65 and 65. Okay, so they are not far outside of our weight range. It's not a total disaster. So I think we move up. Again, we'll make sure that we break line of sight.
Waiting for orders.
We're definitely going to have the initiative advantage in this fight
Copy that,
because they're
Commander.
heavier than us. Alright, I think now is the time for us to figure out what we're up against. Alright, Chad, what do you think? What do you think? 265 tonners? And they're Jade Falcon. What's your money on? What do you think we're up against? Hellbringers? Ebon Jaguar? Loki? I wouldn't turn down a Loki. Yeah. Yeah, chances are it's probably gonna be a Loki or a Hellbringer. It could be a linebacker too. I didn't think about that. Oh, is it? What am I thinking of that has a similar name then? Is it? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I guess we can take one shot. So let me see. Let me see.
Standing by.
I don't think we want to just charge in.
10-4.
It's like we take one more turn for some careful maneuvering. And then that way we... Are you done? Okay, thank you. I give it one more turn of some careful maneuvering. And then next turn we should be able to run in behind
On my
them.
way. Double time.
So let's see. Okay, there we go. Whoever called the Ebon Jaguar, we got one. And what's the other one? Okay. Yeah, that kind of hurts a little bit. That actually kind of hurts a lot.
Internal Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Let's see. Where's the internal damage? Alright, it's on the arm, and it's the arm that doesn't matter. Okay. It's not a disaster yet. Alright, so first things first, I'm the realist. We're gonna get him behind this mother, and we're gonna give him the kick and the full alpha, as you do.
targeting for physical attack.
Unfortunately, we're not going to have the benefit of heat damage on this one,
I'm here.
so we'll just have to make it work. The question is, do we gang up on them or do we split our fire? I know normally we would gang up on them, but my fear is that if we let one of them go, they're just going to continue to get in behind us and do a bunch of damage to the rear. So, like, I am concerned. But for right now, I guess we'll focus them down.
Order acknowledged. Ha!
Oh, I probably should have switched to slug instead of cluster. My bad. Oh, no. Yep. Yep. I kind of had a feeling that was coming.
Big hit, that was a big hit!
Yeah, it was a big hit. Oh, yeah, this is a very bad engagement.
Hell yeah.
Very bad engagement.
What's up, boss?
It's too late now. We're all in, chat.
Move order received.
We're just gonna have to try to make the best of it. Maybe we get lucky, but we're definitely gonna take some damage here. Well, we've already taken some damage.
Yes, Commander.
Damn, why can I not... I wonder, maybe we turn tail a little bit. Try and get the Centurion out of there, let him shoot at the baby back for a turn, and get their attention elsewhere. Maybe that's the move. Because we've already lost our missile systems. All we've got left is the LBX on this Centurion. And we're about to lose the torso and the leg. Now, we could fire on the rear, but I got a feeling we are going to lose this Centurion next turn no matter what we do.
Location confirmed.
So if we don't take this thing out, then that's it. So here we go. We're gonna take that precise strike on the center torso and hope for the best.
Target lock on enemy.
Ah, thank you,
Target
Jesus.
Down.
Thank you, Jesus. Alright, so we probably lose the Centurion.
We lost the
Yep, like I figured. Did the pilot survive? Oh no, I think General Quarters just died. Oh no. Oh no. I hope that's not the case, but it definitely looks like General Quarters might have just bit the dust. And we are very close to overheating as well. Shut. Well, normally when they're incapacitated, if they survive, they'll still have 1 pip or more of health. The fact that General Quarters has no pips, I think means that they may have actually died. Do we chance the overheat? If we overheat, we're probably dead. But... yeah, maybe that's the move. Go stone cold. Full alpha.
warriors, show 'em what you've got.
So we'll go in, we'll attack, we'll do the kick.
Moving to
Give him the full Monty.
putting my weight into it.
I'm hoping... damn it. I was hoping that we would have done enough heat damage that... yeah, buddy.
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Unfortunately, he get to go first, so he immediately restarts, but that's okay. That's a turn that he's not able to do anything. I think our best bet is to continue to melee this dude because the majority of his weaponry is long range. And if we can keep him at close range, then we are going to be able to be in a better bracket. So
Got it.
I'll continue with the melee and I'll continue unloading plasma into him.
Solid connection on that one. Let's get this done, folks.
And we get to go again, which is outstanding. Don't worry, General Quarters. Maybe you die, but you will be avenged. Let's see. Is there any way Vigilance doesn't give us any heat reduction, but it will give us guarded status. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just so that if we do take any damage, it'll help reduce it. And we will just have to hope. We will just have to hope that we don't overheat, because if we do, we might get toasted.
Acknowledged. Gauging.
Oh. Awesome. We took out the leg.
Reporting.
We took out the leg. We just bought ourselves...
Critical.
we bought ourselves another turn. I think we got this, chat.
Heat damage. Damn it.
I think we got this. It's very close, and we might have lost a man. We definitely lost a mech. Alright, so what's the status on this guy? We got breached armor, but not on the torso.
Receiving you.
We can stone cold again. So I think we go in, we continue to focus on the same side. We're going to stone cold again. Hopefully not overheat this turn, even though we don't really need it. Come on. There we go. And here we go. Cross your fingers.
Copy that.
So there's the kick. He's panicking. And there we go. Outstanding. Outstanding. Both legs destroyed. Oh, that was rough. That was rough.
Mission successful.
All right, let's see. Let's see how things played out for General Quarters. I hope he survived. And Offsog, good to see you. I've kind of like, apologies. I've been focused on the game here because we were in the middle of a duel, and things got hairy real quick. So we might have lost a man. I need to see. We did make some good money. We didn't go for the salvage. Damn it. Well, fuck. Well, everybody, looks like we're adding General Quarters to the Memorial Wall. That, you hate to fucking see that because, like, we lost the engine, we lost the XL, we lost the missile launchers, the mech is absolutely shredded, and so is General Quarters. So everybody, pay your respects. Pay your respects. He gave his life in service of the company.